I'm trying every quick service restaurant here in Disney World. Hey everyone, I'm here in Hollywood Studios and I'm starting a new series where I am trying every single quick service restaurant here in Disney World according to the My Disney Experience app. The way I determined what these restaurants were is I went into the My Disney Experience app, went to dining, had it show me all the locations because I'm doing this across the entire resort, and then filtered it by quick service. And today, I'm starting off here in Muppets Courtyard. Yes, I know, at PizzaRizzo. The reason I'm choosing to start at PizzaRizzo is because this land is closing on June 7th, so this restaurant will be gone in about a month from when you're seeing this. So I wanted to be able to get this in quickly before this restaurant closes, because I would not have felt right starting the series after it closed just to avoid eating here. So I'm for sure trying this today. I honestly have no clue where else I'm gonna go today. It's all good depending on what I feel like eating, I guess. So let's go start at PizzaRizzo. Okay, so like I said, I'm starting off at PizzaRizzo, which, as the name sounds, is a pizza and Italian place run by Rizzo the Rat from The Muppets. Outside, the theming is pretty cute. It fits in really well. Inside, I definitely think is a slightly bit lackluster, but I guess it kind of feels like a New York pizza joint. I picked up the cheese pizza, which comes with a choice of 2 sides, and I picked 2 cuties just because I like throwing them in my backpack. And then I also picked up the pizza cookie, which is a sugar cookie topped with strawberry jam, white chocolate, and sprinkles. Okay, I'm gonna start with pizza. First, without any Parmesan cheese. It is hot, like this is fresh, which I guess is nice. You know what? That's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. There's a lot of sauce on it. The cheese doesn't have a ton of flavor, but I guess I'd rather not have a ton of flavor than not taste good. And see if the Parmesan cheese helps. It's fine. Pizza. Is it the best pizza you're gonna get in Disney World? No. But it's not as bad as I remember it. And I think for picky eaters, they'll love this. Like, I was a super picky eater as a kid, and that's when I ate this pizza the most. So I guess if you have a kid who's a super picky eater, obviously might not be PizzaRizzo that you come to, because again, it is closing on June 7th. But there's multiple other places that we will be going to in this series that serves the same pizza. So for picky kids, picky adults even, it's fine. And now the pizza cookie, which I've never had before. So the sugar cookie itself is a fine sugar cookie. It's nothing super special. The sugar cookie with the raspberry or strawberry jam is really good. I think the layer of white chocolate is a little too thick. I would have liked a thinner layer of white chocolate. But it's a fine cookie. Nothing spectacular, but if you're here and you're looking for a halfway decent dessert, I'd say go for it. And I think kids will think it's fun because it looks like pizza. So I'd say of the two, maybe the cookie's the win, but yeah, not as bad as I was expecting. Let's just say that. Okay, since it was incredibly loud in PizzaRizzo, I figured I would finish up my review outside of the restaurant. So that way I wasn't trying to scream. Even though I do have my microphone, I wasn't 100% sure how well it was picking my voice up. So overall, I think PizzaRizzo is fine. I think it's better than people give it credit for, especially if you look at it from a wider point of view. It obviously is not the best food in Disney World, but it serves its purpose. For really picky eaters, a simple cheese pizza is pretty good. The crust was cooked fine, the cheese was fine, the sauce didn't have a ton of flavor, but that's probably okay if you have a pickier eater, and it was cooked well and it came out hot. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it other than it's a little basic and boring. But again, for pickier eaters, that might just be what they want, so I think it does serve its purpose. Now again, it is closing June 7th when this whole land is closing down to make way for the Monsters Inc. area, and I will be back once that opens to try any quick service restaurants for the Monsters Inc. area. But I wanted to make sure that that was one of the first ones I did because again, it is closing, so you'll have about a month to try it if you want by the time from the time you're seeing this until it closes. But overall, yeah, I think it's better than people give it credit for, but I wouldn't go out of your way to try it unless you have someone who really wants a basic cheese pizza. And I do think, just from what I've heard, that the kids' pizzas are better than the adult, even though it's the same, but because the size is smaller, it just cooks a little bit better all the way through. So, and then as far as the cookie goes, again, it was fine, nothing super spectacular, but it was a pretty decent cookie. I've had worse cookies here in the parks. My only complaint was that layer of white chocolate was so incredibly thick on top. I wish it was a little bit thinner, and I wish that there was more of the strawberry jam. So yeah, I think because I want to try a couple more places today, because otherwise this video would be incredibly short. So I think I'm going to hang out here in Hollywood Studios and then try something a little bit later, closer to like dinner time. So yeah. For dinner, I'm heading down Sunset Boulevard and stopping by Sunset Market, specifically Rosie's All-American Cafe, which, as the name suggests, is a very all-American style fare featuring burgers, hot dogs, and chicken nuggets. Here, I'm picking up the 3rd pound Angus cheeseburger, which is a 3rd pound of char-grilled Angus cheeseburger topped with lettuce and tomato on a Kaiser roll served with french fries. And then for my drink, I am picking up the frozen rum berry lemonade, which is Bacardi Superior Rum, Minute Maid Premium Lemonade, and strawberry puree. And then for dessert, I'm picking up the Fantasmic peanut butter cookie sandwich, which is pretzel shortbread cookie sandwich with strawberry jam and peanut butter chocolate fudge and a Fantasmic chocolate piece. So I grabbed dinner from Rosie's All-American Cafe, and I meant to order the buffalo fries because those are my favorites. I was flustered and forgot, so regular fries it is. Okay, and I just got basic cheeseburger that is sliding everywhere because of the amounts of ketchup I put on it. It's your run-of-the-mill theme park cheeseburger. I wish there was more cheese on it. It's nothing super fancy. There's not like a topping bar or anything. Again, pretty good for picky eaters because it's basic. Okay, and the drink is the frozen rum berry lemonade, which is Bacardi, lemonade, and strawberry. I'm gonna use the paper straw. I hate it. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh, way too much sugar on the outside. Let me try that again without the sugar on the rim, because that was just sugar. Okay. That's really nice. You really don't taste the rum. It just tastes like a frozen strawberry lemonade. I really like that, and if I got that again, I would just say no sugar on the rim because it is overwhelming. And now, my favorite thing to get from Rosie's, and the only thing that I really have ever gotten since I was a kid, the Fantasmic peanut butter cookie. This might be my favorite dessert in the park. You get just enough peanut butter flavor from the cookie, and you also get the saltiness from the pretzels. And the strawberry jam is not overly sweet. It's not sickly sweet. I will say the white chocolate on top can sometimes be a little too sweet. It'd be nice to not have that. And I guess you can kind of peel it off pretty well. Oh, there's chocolate in there. It does say in the description, peanut butter chocolate fudge. I've never paid attention, if I'm being totally honest. Okay. Honestly, I do wish, though, that there was a little bit more strawberry jam then, because I really like the strawberry jam flavor. And I can peel the white chocolate layer off with the stencil on top, because that is the part that's almost too sickly sweet. It is my favorite dessert in this park, though. It's perfectly balanced. It's not super heavy like some overly chocolatey desserts. So this is usually what I get at Rosie's. I don't remember the last time I had a meal at Rosie's since I was a kid. I'm a super picky eater, so, but again, it is a good place for pickier eaters because for the kids menu, you have basic things like the cheeseburger. You have basic things like chicken nuggets. Same on the adult menu, you have those options. You also have all beef hot dogs. So it is a very simple menu, but good for pickier eaters. So yeah, nothing super extravagant here, but I feel like this park doesn't have a ton of extravagant food. I feel like this park is weirdly safe for picky eaters, give or take a few restaurants. So I'm not mad that I'm having this for dinner tonight, but I don't know if I'll come back for anything other than the cookie. Okay, so I had to leave the park because the Chinese theater show, the movie Magic one, is going on, and it was very loud in there. But just like PizzaRizzo, I think that Rosie's is good for pickier eaters. I feel like Rosie's doesn't get as negative of reviews as PizzaRizzo does, but it is still kind of basic food, which again, I think is good, especially for pickier eaters. And I think this park actually is pretty good for pickier eaters. I guess we'll see as we keep eating through. But yeah, so that was installment number 1 of eating at every quick service restaurant here in Walt Disney World. Got 2 done. I have over 150 left to go across the entire property. So make sure to subscribe so that way you can see me eat at and review every single quick service restaurant on Walt Disney World property. And make sure to like this video and follow me on all my socials. Those will be linked in the video description. Good night, guys.